AC goes in the direction of Jones. He's got it!
As the school year comes to a close, a new year begins for the Troy City Titans right here at Durfee's Mac Aldridge Field, their home for summer football. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud for Fred TV. Welcome to Titans football coverage for summer 2022. We are thrilled to be teaming up with the Titans as part of the East Coast Football League to bring you coverage of their season this summer. Last year, the Titans had a tough campaign, a 3-8 record when it was all said and done. One of those 3 wins was right here. It was actually in their home finale. That was covered by FRC Media, our friends up the street at BCC. The Titans last year, according to former Hilltopper and returning player Antonio Fonseca, told me at practice this week that the team was pretty young last year and there was a bit of a rebuild coming in off of COVID. Just like many other teams we saw at the high school level, of course, other organizations, everybody suffered in 2020 due to the pandemic and shutdowns across the world. So the team had to kind of rebuild, get their strength last year. They had some good wins, and in those 3 wins, the team did very well offensively. In their losses, they did not do so well. So the key here is scoring points, and I would say get out of the gate early. I had a chance to speak with head coach Anthony Comer, who's also the QB for this team, at practice as well on Thursday. And coach told me that in the first couple weeks of the season, they're going to be a little bit short-handed due to some preseason injuries. So that may lend to being a little more simplified on offense through the first couple weeks.
Been a lot of skill, a veteran offensive line, which is going to be the catalyst of our season this year. We're just going to load up with these big guys. We got some pretty good running backs this year, and we're going to ground and pound it.
Old school high school ball, huh?
Old school, definitely old school. We're down some receivers. A lot of guys got hurt in the preseason, not non-football activity stuff. So we're thin at the receiver spot, but we're really healthy at the running back spot.
In the New England Conference, the Southern Division is where the Troy City Titans call their home, a 5-team race, and one of their divisional opponents is here tonight, the Connecticut Mustangs, who will be squaring off against the Titans on opening night. Kickoff is at 7:30, just a couple minutes away. Stick around. Live football next on Fred TV.
Farmers markets are an essential source of fresh produce. Starting June 21st, locally grown fruits and vegetables are available at 3 locations in Fall River.
Hi, I'm Sarah Labasi, our Mass in Motion coordinator. You can shop here at Cardinal Madeira Towers on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
In addition, join us every Tuesday at St. Anne's Hospital, also 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Wednesdays, 2 to 5 p.m., stop at Health First Family Care Center. SNAP and HIP benefits are always eligible. WIC and senior coupons may be used as available. Southeastern Massachusetts Agricultural Partnership supports sustainable farming. Mass in Motion promotes healthy living. For more info, visit the CMAP website at cmaponline.org or call Mass in Motion at 508-324-2405. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well, at Mass in Motion FR. Our goal is to keep you healthy, active, and safe all year long.
The School Administration Building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brain, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton House. This new pitch surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Welcome back to Mack Aldridge Field, everybody, the home of summer football, the East Coast League. And your Troy City Titans back for another season. Great to be here. It has really actually turned out to be a nice night. It was cloudy for most of the day. Certainly on the cool side for June 18th, but 62 degrees, pretty dry, and some little glimpses of sunshine here. Not a bad evening for opening night as the Titans and the Mustangs have taken to the field, meeting with the officials for the coin toss. 15-minute quarters here. This is a semi-pro league. And seeing some fans showing up here, kind of trickling in. Decent crowd. Parking a lot easier now, of course, with than the last couple seasons that the Titans have been here, because the construction for Durfee was still happening. But now, with the school done, tons of parking on campus here. So much better situation than Wiedemo. And I'm sure the residents of Wiedemo Street are happy that we have the parking now here at the high school. So as I mentioned in the open, Anthony Comer, the head coach, we heard from him, is a quarterback for the team. But tonight it's going to be Ryan Nave, the starting QB for the Titans. Big squad here, lots of players on the roster this year. The Connecticut Mustangs, not too many guys out on the field suited up here for week one. And the Titans will be kicking off to get it started. Well, fans, we're happy to be bringing you live coverage of East Coast Football League and your Troy City Titans this year. As I mentioned in the open, our friends at FRC Media up the street at BCC covered last season. And Keith Tebow, he will most likely be joining me for a game or two as the home schedule goes on, and Keith will also be calling the game down the road in August while I'll be out of town. So kind of a team effort in a sense. But Fred TV here, you know, we've been around a long time. For those of you who don't know who we are, you know, we operate here out of Durfee High School, and we run the educational channel, which is Fred TV, and the government channel. So Channel 9 in the city and Channel 18. And, you know, for as long as we've been around, always been the spot for local sports. So, you know, we're thrilled to be teaming up with the Titans here to bring you some semi-pro football this summer. Jamal Pena is the holder for the Titans. They get ready to kick off. It's number 44, the kicker, Josh Dowling, ready to send it off. We are underway. Short kick, fielded at the 35. And tackled is Dom Green, the returner. So a short return for the Mustangs. And they will start, though, with decent field position. Again, the kick not going too far at the 41-yard line. So close to midfield. Handoff to get it started. That is Devontae Cradle. Excuse me, number 9, actually, Alexandra Tupou. So good run there on first down, 9-yard pickup. Tackled at midfield. And it's 2nd and 1. The handoff there from Falaguera, the quarterback, to Jawan Manning. And no gain, not able to sweep around. So 3rd down and 1. Big chance early for the Titans defense to hold. They go with some power, and they get the first down. Went to the big man there, Justin Wilson. Little fullback power there. And just enough. Got an extra yard than needed. 1st and 10 from the 48. And a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs, wearing their all orange. Almost look like the sticks on the far side, you know, the down markers, the chains. Very bright colored orange. Looks pretty sharp out on the field. They're going to pitch it out to Tupou. And a big tackle. The Titans take him out of bounds after about maybe a 5 or 6 yard gain. Marking him down with 7 positive yards. Oh, no, bringing it back. 6 positive yards, so 2nd and 4. Gonna pass. Down the field goes Falaguera, and it's broken up. Downfield. Third down and 4. Quick pass. That's going to be good for a first down. First down and a little bit more. They went to Alonzo Harris. Good pickup there, about 15 plus yards. Gonna be 1st and 10 as the Mustangs are in the red zone from about the 18-yard line. Deep in Titans territory. Hand it off, going to the ground on first down. Good power forward there from, looked like a Dobbs there. Montrell Dobbs, number 13. Picking up what looks like about an 8-yard carry there. So 2nd and 8 from inside the 10. Quick pass to this near side. Stood up. That was Alex Hopkins, number 88. Enough to move the chains, though. It's going to set up a 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Ball spotted just inside the 5-yard line. Connecticut trying to strike first here in the 1st. Go to the ground, trying to get outside, and pushed out of bounds is Dobbs. Looks like he's going to get about 2 or 3 yards on the carry of forward progress. But really had to sweep out wide. Couldn't cut back in to get to the end zone. 2nd and goal from about the 2 or 3. See if they go to Wilson again. Nope, gonna pass. Deep into the corner of the end zone, and it's out of bounds. Third and goal. Gonna hand it off, and he is stopped right at the line. And it looks like Tim Ponte there for the stop. That's a loss of a yard too. Great play. Backed him up maybe about 1.5 yards as Dobbs was stopped. So now 4th and goal. The Mustangs in the huddle, so appearing like they will not kick. Coach Comer said they were going to rely on the line here in week 1. And the line just came up with a big stop. Can they do it again here? Drop back past the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. Alonzo Harris got himself open, number 14, jogging towards you on your screen. Six nothing Mustangs here in the first as they strike first. Good mix of plays there by the Mustangs on their first drive. Gonna go for 2. Dropping back. And Dobbs not going anywhere. So they'll hold him to just the 6 points. And the Titans will have to play from behind here in their home opener, their season opener. Falaguera, the QB, is also going to be doing the kicking here. Good kick. 86 for the Titans back there to receive it. And is still on his feet at the 50. He got spun around. And ended up being a great return right at midfield. Actually across midfield where it was spotted. Going to be starting at the 49-yard line of the Mustangs. So the Titans with great field position for their first drive. You know, you may notice some of the jerseys a little different for certain players on the Titans. Coach was telling me before the game that unfortunately their uniforms, I don't know if there was a shipping issue or something, but they're dealing with some issues, and so they're having to kind of makeshift a little bit. So a couple of the numbers may have changed. We don't necessarily have names with them. Most of the starters here that we were provided do have numbers, but for example, on that return there, number 86, we don't have that number on our roster here for week 1. That's a good dash for 9 yards on the Titans' first play from scrimmage, doing exactly what the head coach told me they would do, and that is to run the ball pretty exclusively here in this first week. Trying to get some guys healthy again and back to full strength so that the receiving core can come back. There was also a flag on the play. So 1st and 10 as the Titans move up the field. Terrell Fairweather with the tackle and the stop defensively. Second down and 11. One thing, you know, look at the Titans sideline, how full the roster is on the other side. Maybe 12 players for the Mustangs, not a full bench. I mean, you're talking limited substitutions here. You're going to have a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball tonight. Connecticut's got quite a few teams here in the East Coast League. 2 in this division, in the Titans division. 2nd and 11. Nave drops back, passing, and that one's into the turf. Not a good release on the first pass attempt. It'll be 3rd and 11. Third and long after what was a good start to the drive. After a strong return as well. All right, Nave drops back, looking to pass again. Pressure coming, gonna scamper up the middle. Goes down awkwardly, sliding on his knees. And he'll pick up maybe about 3 yards as he's down at the 25-yard line, but obviously well short of the line to gain. It brings up 4th and About 8 yards to go. Pretty deep down the field, though. I mean, not the worst case scenario if, to go for it here, and that's what it appears they're going to do. Not a good spot to punt. And now making some personnel changes at the last minute here. About 3 or 4 players quickly off the field and subbing out. And looks like they're going to kick a field goal. They're going to attempt it. Last minute change. Jamal Pena holding for Josh Dowling. The Titans will try to get on the board here with the kick. So from ball snapping from the 25, be a little over 40 yards. Kick on its way. Line drive kick is going to be well short. It's fielded in the end zone. The Mustangs will try to run it back and getting tripped up. That looked to be Harris. So the field goal attempt, no good. And the Titans come up empty in their first drive this evening. Mustangs are going to take over at the 25. Running play on first down. Big seam up the middle through the pocket and good for about 6 yards. Second down and 3. Another running play, tackled short of the 35 and the line to gain. And it'll be 3rd and 1. Good tackle by the Titans, but it's going to be just enough for the first down. That was Tupou with the run. And that is the end of the first quarter. So the Mustangs will have themselves a fresh set of downs as we switch sides of the field. Welcome inside the booth, everybody, here at Mack Aldridge Field. Evan Massoud with you for the East Coast Football League this summer. The 5 home games that the Titans have, we'll have for you here on Fred TV. Both teams in the timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout as well. And we will be right back here with more live football. Stay with us.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
back at Durfee High School. As the sun sets, we start to see the artificial light passing. Nice snag by Kareem Moffitt. Had to reach out, kind of pull that one down out of the air in coverage. And it's another first down for the Mustangs. So across midfield with that successful pass. Already one touchdown tonight for the Mustangs. It was on the pass. Now down the far sideline, and almost got free. I thought he was going all the way. Alexandra Tupou. What a dash that was. Had he not been grabbed on the shoulder, he would have been gone. As it is, that got the Mustangs back into the red zone. They're going to have a first down at the 19 of the Titans. Passing, going down into the corner, has his man, and what a beautiful pass. Alex Hopkins with the reception, 19-yard pass from Falaguera. And it's a 12-0 Mustangs lead. That was an absolutely beautiful play. Mustangs will go for two. I'll tell you one thing, since we were last out here for sports in this booth, that was the fall season, that was Thanksgiving Day football where Durfee beat up on New Bedford. Intercepted on the two-point conversion, and it's no good. Nobody had actually touched him, so he got up and took off. But that's it. I don't know if David can get a shot here of the old Durfee area if we zoom out a bit while they reset here. But the last time we had a camera on this roof, there was a school right there. And no, we don't mean Spencer Borden in the backdrop. You couldn't see Spencer Borden. I'll tell you, it's really remarkable how different this place looks. And, a lot of memories in that old building for many people, 40-year-old plus building. But you see the fence on the left side, those black posts. So those are the new tennis courts. And then on the right side where all the dirt is will be the new varsity softball / multi-purpose field. Yep, right up there. And, of course, there's the old bell tower, the clock tower that was where you used to enter Mac Aldridge Field from the old parking lot where the new school currently is. Really quite amazing, the sights here, and what a different look, from here in this booth, looking over to the right and being able to see all the way through basically to President Ave. It's very different. As different as it is seeing this monstrosity of a new high school basically closing us in. We used to be able to see all the way across the street. And nope, now we have this gorgeous new building. We're very lucky here. These grounds have been completely transformed. Line drive kick. Picked up at the 18. Good sprint right through everybody. And another fantastic return for the Titans. '86 with another great run back. Good return. And they'll have great field position again, this time a yard shy of midfield. First drive, they were a yard over. So in the plans, you know, in what we were just showing you there, the basically athletic facility reconstruction, because what we lost with the building of the new school and the new parking lot has to now be rebuilt and reconstructed. So the tennis courts will be ready for next year, as I believe the plan is that that softball field will also be ready for next spring. That's, I think, the hope. But then there's also going to be parking, kind of like a crescent moon type shaped lot, if you will, that's going to connect and come between that construction zone you just saw and this end zone on that right side, the south end zone. And there'll be additional parking as well. So you'll have parking there. You'll have a throughway to Wiedemo Street, actually, where that entrance is still there. It's just heavily congested with all the construction. It's not really accessible right now, that entrance into this facility. You really can't get anywhere from going there, so it's not open to the public right now. But eventually, that'll be a way to get through, as well as from the old West Main parking lot, the Ray Street parking lot. Eventually, that road that used to snake around the old school, there is a new hill. It's been paved. They actually used it for the shuttles for graduation 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and so they were making use of that, and I believe that'll eventually be available as well. So my point in all this is that once, you know, there's full accessibility in and around this campus for drop-off and whatnot, you know, for high school, drop-off and pickup should be a lot easier as the construction here continues to phase on. Titans a yard away from a first down, looking at 3rd and short here. At the 42, they need the 41. Nave under center. Ooh, almost got him to jump offside. Nave going to keep it himself, and he's got the first down. QB sneak, and that'll move the chains. About 2 yards on the pickup, only needed 1. And that'll keep the Titans' drive alive. From the 40 of the Mustangs, 1st and 10. Three-yard pickup. Looks like we've got ourselves an injured player down on the field there. Mike Bowie, number 65, the big man up front. One of the anchors to that offensive line. Well, let's cut back to the booth here for a minute. So while they're in the timeout, we, you know, we're happy to, as I said, you know, thrilled to be doing this live football coverage here in the summer. And we'll be planning to do, of course, if you've been following us through the summer months in years past, the Fred TV Sports Report, which covers local camps and athletic stories, as well as local baseball in the summertime. Fribble, the Fall River Independent Baseball League over at Chew Park. And we've also, of course, covered Legion Ball. We've done some Maplewood baseball as well. So be looking to cover that again as well, starting in July. And so we have some plans for that to kind of refresh the report a little bit. And that's in addition to, of course, our coverage here of Titans football. So Bowie is up, and that's good news. We'll take you back to the field. But just something to kind of preview the summer months here, which are, of course, light with no high school sports. Summer months are pretty quiet here, so gives us the opportunity to do some more of the city leagues and whatnot, and always fun. We saw some good baseball last year again from Chew Park. We got to see, we went to the Cal Ripken regionals that were held at Maplewood. That was really David Montero, who's running camera, who played at Maplewood. His brother Sam, as I've said, he worked with us as a student last couple years. He just graduated from here, but David's running camera tonight. David was with me for that Cal Ripken regionals. That was really very cool to see all those different teams from all over New England come down to little old Maplewood Park. That was a fun time last summer. We saw some good stuff last summer, that's for sure. The Patriots football camp was here. I don't think they made it here this year. That's usually still while the school year's happening. So I don't think they'll be coming. I don't recall them being here or being told that they were coming. So I don't think we'll see Coach Buff this year. Falcons, ironically, I was sifting through footage this week to put together a broadcast opening that highlighted our summer stuff. As you know, if you followed us for high school sports, all of our broadcast intros, that 30-second intro there with the music and all the highlights, they change with the seasons. We highlight what is being shown that season. So I said, we need something for Titans football, so I put together an intro that kind of highlighted all the things we've covered in the past here during summer months. And I saw some of the Fall River Falcons content from last year. And so I started going back and listening to some of the interviews, hear what they had to say. And ironically, one of the coaches who I interviewed last year is actually here tonight. I saw him pregame, so we were talking. They actually get started the last Monday in July, so they're about 5 weeks out from starting their preseason and their practices. Let's see what else. So we did the cigar boats, the poker run, which is just, I love going down to the Board and Light Marina when they have these boats. It's really amazing. As we're in the timeout here, those are really amazing. Sadly, I'm going to be out of town when this year's is happening, so we'll try to get a camera down there as well for this year. It's really, really a good time. And Mike Lund, who owns a marina and runs it and organizes this big charity event. It's really grown tenfold over the last couple years, and always for good cause. Last year was for Make-A-Wish, the Boston chapter, and they raised some big-time money for charity last year. So really cool. We got the drone out over the water. They have the barge out there at the end of the marina, so we could film from there as well. That was a good time. The summer months are fun. I really would like to, and so if anybody's listening, be prepared. I may be calling you, anybody from Battleship Cove and Recreation. I want to try to get down to the waterfront for the sailing program again this summer. I covered that my first summer, which was 10 years ago, 2012, when we had Common Thread News on the government channel as Nave lets it fly, and that is going to be picked off. Into triple coverage. That pass was thrown, and it's picked off by Harris, who is got legs. Harris to the house. A pick six. And it's 18-0. Now, I hear some whistles. Is there a flag in the backfield? Oh, yes, there is. Way back down at the 40. So this one may be coming back. We'll have to wait and see. We will not post the score yet. Flag down at the 40-yard line or thereabouts. And usually on a play like that, it's some form of a block in the back or a hold. Let's see what the call is from our official here at the white hat. Of course, that's up the field from where it was picked off, so it is certainly Mustangs' ball. Yeah, the penalty was on the Titans, so the good news is that it takes the 6 points off the board, but the bad news is the interception in the first turnover of the day or of the evening for either side. It's the Titans who turn the ball over. No, as I was saying, the sailing program down at Battleship Cove was really cool. I actually got to go out with one of the instructors on one of the two-person sailboats, and we participated in the course that they train on, like for racing, for competitions and whatnot. It was actually really very cool experience to be out on the water and literally just be relying on the wind to move you and not have the option of, you know, kicking on the motor to bring you back into shore. It was very fun. So I want to get down there. I want to get back down there again. It's been a while since we visited down the waterfront for the sailing program. Of course, the Hilltopper Golf Classic coming up. That we actually have a date on that one. That's July 18th. So anybody who wants to support Durfee Athletics, the Hilltopper Athletic Foundation, any Durfee alums who play golf, mark that date down if you don't have it already. 2nd down and 2, and we got a flag. It's a false start. It's going to be 2nd and about 7 now after the penalty. Backed them up 5 yards. Looking to pass, quick pass, wide open. 1st down, stiff arm, puts the shoulder down and is tackled at about the 48-yard line. That's Hopkins again. Really good mix here offensively for the Mustangs in week 1. We're seeing some good ground game, and we're seeing some decent passing as well. They're really mixing it up. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Tripped up at the 50. Went with Wilson that time. As John Queen with the tackle for the Titans, number 73. Gain of 2, be 2nd and 8. So from 149 to the other, as the Mustangs crossed midfield, and a timeout. First timeout for the Mustangs. As the Titans will go into the huddle. Titans with 10 games on the season, on the regular season schedule here for 2022. They played 11 last year. Interestingly enough, out of the 5 home games, Titans will play their first 3 at home. So this week, of course, is the opener. Next week, they got the Connecticut Panthers. That's next Saturday from right here. Then they're off 4th of July weekend, which is the 2nd and the 3rd, before returning to action on the 9th, which is also a home game. They'll have the Rhode Island Cowboys, and yes, they do use the Blue Star. So 3 of the first 4 weeks of football right here at their home field. Pressure coming from behind. They get the pass off. Oh, and it's batted down. That was a very catchable ball from a very wide open Hopkins. And, man, he would like that one back, I'm sure. 3rd and 8. Then after July 9th, the Titans will hit the road for 4 straight weeks, before returning home on August 13th. Then there's another bye. They'll play on the road on the 27th of August, and then there's another bye, and then they'll play on Saturday the 10th here at home to wrap up the regular season, all 10 games. Low snap, good pick. Gonna airmail it out down the line, and oh man, he has his man. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Over the shoulder, Dobbs catching it in the basket. Another beautiful pass there from Falaguera. It's almost exactly the type of pass he threw for the touchdown, their second touchdown, to the corner of the end zone. This Titans team is a young team. Coach said getting better, you know, every day that they practice, every game, get a little better. Of course, referring to really to last year. Flag down as they went to Wilson. He took the handoff. Flag down right at the line of scrimmage. Holding on Matthew Jones, number 52 of the offense. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. But, you know, one of the things that Coach had said was that, you know, it's actually kind of a young league in a sense too, but there are some, he said, quote, he says, there's some kids that are for real here, some guys that are for real. It's you have to get out of that young phase fast if you want to be competitive. That's basically the premise of what he was saying. So, you know, looking at, you know, some of the games from last season, the Titans, really, the games that they lost were games that they struggled badly offensively. You know, their wins were really quality games. A 30-0 over Brockton, 36-8 over Middleborough, and then 28-6 over Brockton again. Pass to the outside, looking for some space. Dancing, and then they finally put him down after about a 3-yard pickup. So looking at that, right, you have a shutout, and then you have 2 games which you only gave up a single touchdown. In the losses last year, though, was 8 losses. There were only 2 games that the Titans managed to score more than at least 1 touchdown, and that was a loss to open the season against Middleborough, 31-18. They lost, and then 35-20 losing to the Granite State Destroyers, which was played over at St. Anselm College up in New Hampshire. The other losses, there were 4 shutout losses, and then 2 losses in which they scored 6 points. So, as I said in the open, right, the key to being competitive, at least I feel in any sport, is, you know, you play with a lead. If you can score first, it puts the pressure on everybody else, and you can kind of do what you want to do. And I think the same thing would hold true here. So obviously the Titans are a different team, particularly when they can control the offense and kind of control their own fate and do what they do best. player down after the play. Looks like Jarul Correa, number 54. Slow to get up, but is getting up now. A little bit of a limp off the field. Looks like he's in some pain. And he'll be looked at. All right, that was a good pickup there for the Mustangs. Took away the penalty yards. Now 3rd and 8. I'd say at this point in the game, this is kind of a big stop here for the Titans if they can get it. They pitch it out, and down to the turf goes Dobbs. And we have reached the 2-minute warning here at McAldridge Field in the first half. Tackled shy of the 20 was Dobbs. They're going to be looking at a 4th and about 5. Obviously going to go for it here. But I would say this is a stop the Titans need here in the first half. They will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Fourth and about 5. Falaguera finds his man, and that's going to be a first down. That was Jawan Manning. First target of the game, and he comes up clutch on 4th down. That was definitely a designed play. They were going to him the whole time. So back in the red zone go the Mustangs with under 2 minutes to play in the half. 1st and 10 from about the 14. Set the man in motion. It kind of looked like there may have been a false start there. Looked like some movement in addition to the man in motion. Officials didn't see it that way. It's a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Late substitution there for the Titans. You could hear Falaguera saying, hurry up, let's get set, because the defense wasn't set. Tried to take advantage of it. Tackled from behind. Wow, going airborne there was Rivera. That's going to be a loss of about maybe 2.5 yards. Bring up a 3rd and long. And that keeps them on the field as well. Didn't see a timeout called, so the clock will keep rolling under 2 minutes. Passing into traffic. They were looking for Harris. Definitely on target throw, but he was in heavy traffic. And it's an incomplete pass that stops the clock. 4th down and 8. Valaguerra going to the corner, and it's incomplete. Pass was too long intended for Hopkins. It's incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. So the Mustangs will not find the end zone here for a 3rd time, at least for the moment. Titans break the huddle, and they'll start 1st and 10 from the 12, deep in their own zone. After the turnover on downs, and now a timeout called by the Titans as they went to the line. And as Coach Comer on the field, speaking with Nave, the QB. Running play on 1st and 10. Short gain on the play. And that's going to do it. One play to end the half. So 12-0, the Mustangs lead the Titans after 30 minutes of football. This game just under an hour old here in real time. Actually rather quick first half, I think. Games averaged last year about 2 hours, but not a lot of penalties, a lot of plays on the field. Kept the time moving, kept the clock rolling. So, hey, 2 touchdown score here. 12-0 deficit for the Titans is really nothing to hang your hat about. Not a big to-do here. They are definitely in it, and definitely some things that I liked in that first half, particularly defensively. There was, the Mustangs offensively were giving the Titans everything that they could handle. Again, back and forth with so many different plays and, passing, running. I mean, and so you look at a team like the Mustangs, right? Don't have a ton of players on the bench when you compare to what the Titans have for personnel, and but they're running a lot of different looks, a lot of different plays, keeping the defense for the Titans out there for a long time. The lights just came on here at Durfee, so now we got some ambient lighting too around the park, around the stadium. But I mean, the Titans definitely, offensively, we've seen some good things, and luckily for them, the turnover didn't hurt them. That interception towards the end of the half, that's a positive as well. So we welcome you back inside the booth here for a little bit of halftime talk, kind of a wrap up of the first 2 quarters. So both teams huddling up. They're staying on the field. We're going to take the break. You see the Titans. We'll take it back out there as the Titans are huddling up now. We're going to let you see a few pieces. We ran some beforehand as well. Things happening in the area that you may not know about. One being that the farmers markets are starting up this Tuesday. We teamed up with Sarah Labossiere, Mass in Motion, to update our promo for them. Our CPA series of pieces and promos that show you your CPA funds at work, tax dollars at work. So we'll show you some of those. What's up a rowing center as well. We produced a piece for them back in March, and we got to see some of the people from the rowing center a couple weeks ago. See them again. They visited us at Fred TV and said things are going well. They have been using the promo, and they said they've been getting good responses, and that's what we love to hear. Nonprofits like us helping other nonprofits. That's, working hand in hand. So, you know what? We'll take the break here at the half, get you ready for the 3rd quarter. So stay with us. More football coming your way, but let's start our halftime programming, our halftime break with that rowing center promo. See you back here in probably about 10 minutes' time.
Watuppa Rowing Center is uniquely located on South Watuppa Pond in Fall River, the only school of its kind in the region, tuition-free and open to all.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, we're really looking for you. There's so much potential here, guys. You can be a part of something so cool.
South Watuppa is a non-tidal freshwater pond, large enough to accommodate a 6-lane race course. For most of the year, we are out on the water, and during the winter months, our rowers head inside for strength and conditioning.
I thought it would be a good idea just to try it, and I came here and now I'm stuck, I guess. I love it.
We would like to have athletes or kids that want to learn to row, no matter the background, because that is how you get the diversification. This is a sport that can fit anybody who wants to do it.
Our schedule is flexible. When you are ready, we are here. We want to make you the best you can be.
We're kind of up and coming. What we want is to make sure that rowing is accessible to anybody and everybody who wants to try it.
From your first practice to your first regatta, our experienced coaches will be there to support and encourage you.
WRC Fight! I've been looking for a new hobby, so I tried it out, the summer program, and I really liked it.
At first it's going to seem real hard, but the more that you do it, the easier it gets.
Student rowers learn hard work, dedication, and integrity, vital skills that directly transfer to real life off the water. Crew is the ultimate team sport.
Ready and go! 5! Yes!
When we get in that boat, we know we all have to watch out for each other, make sure we're all doing our jobs, because each part of the boat has their own job. And if you're not doing your job, then someone else is going to suffer.
Rowing can be another course to higher education. You might even be eligible for scholarships.
Our goal for us as coaches, right, is to build that foundation right now, get those kids, get high school kids, get middle school kids that might like to do it, and hopefully they love the sports as much as we do, that they want to take it to the next level.
At Watuppa Rowing Center, there is so much to see, so much to learn, and so much to love, and it's right here where you live. For more information, visit our website at watupparowingcenter.org.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Farmers markets are an essential source of fresh produce. Starting June 21st, locally grown fruits and vegetables are available at 3 locations in Fall River.
Hi, I'm Sarah Labasi, our Mass in Motion coordinator. You can shop here at Cardinal Manere Towers on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
In addition, join us every Tuesday at St. Anne's Hospital, also 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Wednesdays, 2 to 5 p.m., stop at Health First Family Care Center. SNAP and HIP benefits are always eligible. WIC and senior coupons may be used as available. Southeastern Massachusetts Agricultural Partnership supports sustainable farming. Mass in Motion promotes healthy living. For more info, visit the CMAP website at cmaponline.org or call Mass in Motion at 508-324-2405. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well, at Mass in Motion FR. Our goal is to keep you healthy, active, and safe all year long.
The school administration building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton house. This new pitched surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Fall River is in the forefront of honoring members of the armed forces. The Community Preservation Act funded upgrades to the Veterans Memorial Bicentennial Park. In May 2021, Fall River dedicated the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall, an 80% scale replica of the original. The aluminum panels are engraved with the names of more than 58,000 heroes killed or missing in action during the Vietnam War. The project, including landscaping, exceeds recreation and open space requirements set by the Community Preservation Act. 10 years ago, Fall River voters approved a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, and diversity. $310,000 was designated to build this powerful tribute, which has become a location for reflection and healing. The park is now fully handicap accessible and is open to all at no cost, dawn to dusk. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mac Aldridge Field. Halftime is over. It is a 12-0 Connecticut Mustangs lead over the Troy City Titans, who will receive the third quarter kick here to start this second half. Getting a little nippy here at Mac Aldridge Field. Kind of surprising, to be honest. We're under 60 degrees, if you can believe it. June the 18th, which is my sister's birthday, so happy birthday, Nicole. And happy Father's Day to all the dads tomorrow. My birthday is actually tomorrow, too. So my sister and I are a day apart with 4 years between us. But, yeah, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there tomorrow, especially my own. Another decent return. I'll tell you one thing, the Titans have really done a great job with the kickoff returns, but then kind of stalls. Get a couple plays to start a drive, and then the drive stalls. So we'll see if, you know, what the discussions were at halftime here, if the team kind of figure some things out here, make some incremental changes as they get back on offense here, trying to find the end zone for the first time this evening. Nave under center. They hand it off right at the line. Titans pick up 4 on the first down carry, cross the 45. Nave under center again. I'm sorry, excuse me. Long snap back to Nave. Now they hand it off. And trying to cut back inside there. That was Lamar Hartgrove on the carry. Short gain on second down. Give him 2. And the ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. Actually, looks like they gave him about 3 yards. So looking at third and just a little more than 3, based on where the chains are. So about 3 yards needed for a first down. Meanwhile, other side of it, Mustangs trying for a 3 and out, get the offense right back on the field. The Titans hoping for other plans here. They hand it off, And that is going to be good for a first down and quite a bit more. Good surge ahead there from, looked like Corey Barrows there. I think that was number 11. That's a big run there on, good rush there on third down. Gets the Titans into Mustangs territory. An 11-yard run for number 11. First and 10 from the Connecticut 40. Looks like there's a flag on the play. Offsides on the defense. Both sides were pointing at each other, but our official making the call that the flag, the infraction, is against the Mustangs. That pushes the Titans up 5 yards, first and 5, to the 35. Oh, close, another offsides there. They jumped. Pressure coming, and Nave is going down. But it sure looked like there was another Mustang that jumped offside. That's a big-time loss for the Titans. A defensive play led by Angel Falero and running back Alexandra Tupou is playing both sides of the ball. It's a loss of 9 yards. Titans backed up to the 44. So what was first and 5 after the penalty is going to be second and 14. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying, that you kind of get some plays in, and you get the penalty to help you out, and then now you get backed up and kind of stall the drive a little bit. Nave dropping back to pass, pressure coming again, escapes a tackle, still scampering. Look out behind you. Ball comes loose. So going to be 3rd and 14. I believe the ball went out of bounds. And ironically, it went out of bounds right where the line of scrimmage was. So now 3rd down and 14 as the Mustangs defense getting tight here. Oh, look out. Jumping the line again. Up the field, and it's tipped and out of play. No pass interference. That's great coverage by the Mustangs. So they brought pressure again, blitzing from Tupou. So that was 3rd and 14. Now 4th and 14 from the 44, and it appears that the Titans will have to punt for the first time today. They've gone for it on 4th down quite a few times. They've been further down the field in doing so. Corey Barros, the tight end, also the punter. He will look to kick it away. Standing there on the left side of your screen. Harris back deep for the Mustangs. Low snap, got to get it off. That's a good punt. Falling fast. It'll take a bounce. The Titans will deaden the ball down around the 15 or just inside of it. We'll see where they spot it. Ends up being a good punt that backs the Mustangs up pretty deep in their own end of the field. It's actually right at the 15. So 1st and 10. And the Mustangs looking downfield. An 85-yard field to work with. Titans with the stop at the line. Passing on 2nd down, complete. That was to Manning. Five-yard pickup, 3rd and 5. Pressure coming, passes off. Nice job by the Titans defense there. Pressure on Falaguera. And after the successful pass, the Mustangs not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's actually a loss of about 2 yards. So good tight defense there from the Titans, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. Wow, this is confidence. Titans had nobody back deep because the Mustangs did not line up as if they were going to punt. So once it's all said and done and the ball rolls, it's dead at the 35. Good stop by the defense, but too bad they weren't able to return that one. I said thinking to myself, it's impossible that the Mustangs would even entertain going for it. But they weren't, really indications were not there that they were going to punt. 35-yard line, not terrible field position, that's for sure. That was, I think if I recall, I believe that's the first 3 and out for either side this evening for either defense. So good stop there from the Titans to get it back. See if they can get into a rhythm here. I think the ball came loose. Nave had to fall on it. Otherwise, would have been up for grabs. Second and 11 after the loss. Running play. Not going far at all. Howard unable to make the turn. And a significant loss. Let's see where they spot it. Are they going to give him forward progress? I don't think so, or not much. They're going to show where he cut back in before he got backed up, which is still a significant loss, more than 5 yards. Now third and about 18 now. Titans backed up inside the 30. Nave looking to pass. Steps up. And it's batted away. That was a beautiful job there by Dom Green. Good pass, too. It was on the money, but batted away. Certainly would have been enough for a first down as well. So 4th and long, the Titans are going to have to punt. So after not seeing a punt in the entire first half, we're going to see 3 straight drives between the two sides that the defenses have tightened up and forced the offenses to punt. That one going pretty high. Barros, sky-high kick, lands at the 50. And the Titans will stop it at the 48 of the Mustangs, who will have great field position.
Oh, low snap there. Valaguerra let it fly, and dangerous pass was almost picked off by the Titans. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Another low snap. Good pass up the middle. It's picked off. They were ready for it that time. Number 14 of the Titans coming away with it. Well, the first mistake by the Mustangs tonight. So both QBs with an interception. There was also a flag, which moves the ball into Mustangs territory. Excuse me, there was no flag. It was the end of the third. Scoreboard not functioning tonight, so they're keeping time on the field only. And so we're a little bit left in the dark here in terms of the time. So we are in the fourth quarter. Very quick change. Nave, quick pass up the middle. It's in the dirt, or in the turf, I should say. Incomplete on first down. Let's get the scoreboard, our scoreboard, updated here. Make sure we're in the fourth. So final 15 minutes of game time here at Mac Aldridge Field. Like I said, we started a little bit late, a couple minutes late here. But a rather fast-moving game. Nave stepping up, sprinting, trying to get to the line to gain, and I think he did. Nice job. Nave calling his own number to get the first down. And that'll move the chains. The Titans across midfield, handing it off on first down. Breaks a tackle. Great run there from Howard. That gets the crowd going.
Player down for the Mustangs is Dom Green. Now he gets up. There's a flag as well. We'll wait to hear what the call is. Didn't see the call, but ball's coming back about 10 yards. High snap. Nave brings it down. Quick handoff again. Dash there from Pena. And a timeout on the field called by the Mustangs as the Titans have rattled off a couple of longer plays for positive yardage. Titans break the huddle. First and 10 from the 21. Nave passing. Complete near side. Flag is down on the field. Mustangs are clapping. The penalty is against the Titans. Ten-yard holding penalty. Backs the Titans up to the 31. So first and 20 now. Nave is taken down at the knees from behind. 5-yard loss. Titans break the huddle back to the line. But another drive here getting stalled. 2nd and 25. Need a big play here. Nave, high snap again. Quick pass, it's incomplete. Intended for Barros, 3rd and 25 coming up. Ball's at the 36. They got to get down to the 11. I'll be honest, I'm actually surprised how much passing we've seen. Considering, you know, some of the pregame notes and practice notes that, you know, in talking with Coach, I expected to see a little bit more on the ground. So I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you, that we're seeing as much from the passing game as we are here in week 1. Here comes pressure. Nave steps up, passes, and threw it into traffic. It probably should have been picked, but there were 2 Titans there as well. Neither one could come up with it. So now 4th down. This is kind of about where they punted the last time, or 2 punts ago, I should say, when in the 3rd quarter, when we saw our first punt of the game, buried the Mustangs down within their 15-yard line. Gonna go for it. I think you're kind of at the point where you have to. Nave going down the field. Oh, and he had him in his... Oh, man, that's a bummer. Pass was intended for Jimenez, and he got himself free, cut back inward. And that would have been a challenging catch, but definitely, I mean, he had his hands on it. It was a catchable ball, and that would have been enough for a 1st down. And the Titans turn it over on downs. That was one of the better passes of the night from Nave, even though it wasn't a completion. That was a good one. I liked that play. Didn't pan out, unfortunately. The Mustangs take over on offense at the 36. Running play on 1st down. Lots of room. Across midfield. Still on his feet across the 45. Montrell Dobbs. That was a 19-yard carry. Another play, Dobbs going opposite side. Cuts in, 1st down, and a couple more. Pitch it out. Oh, almost had him tackled in the backfield. Scampering through traffic goes Tupou. Spot foul for 10 yards. So after the hold, 10-yard penalty. It happened basically at the line of scrimmage, so you're looking at really 1st and 19, 1st and 20. Just a little less than 20 yards. Running play. Dobbs. Pumping those legs to get a couple extra yards. Second and 13. After erasing, maybe even 2nd and 12, after erasing a good 7 or 8 yards. Man in motion. Falaguera passing in the middle of the field there, nobody home. On 3rd down, pass is complete. And will they wrap them up? Yes, they do. Just shy of the 1st down, but certainly a more manageable 4th down play now after about a 10-yard pickup. Oh, fumble. Ball comes loose. Titans will have it. It's the 2nd turnover of the game for the Mustangs. Had an interception earlier. First fumble, though. So we'll have a change of possession here as the Mustangs went for it on 4th down. The Titans back out on offense after the fumble recovery. As we're getting down to the wire here and getting closer to that 2-minute warning. Nave, incomplete pass. I think it was deflected as well in the air. Pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands, or through the hands, I should say. Jimenez unable to come up with that one. So a couple dropped passes late in this game for Jimenez. Nave, the pass, picked off, threw into double coverage, and then lost the ball and recovered it, so it still will be a turnover. Was Cobain with the pick initially, then lost it, and then recovered the fumble. And the Mustangs get it right back, so the Titans' second turnover of the game. From the 21, 1st and 10 Mustangs. Shuffle pass, so that's a lateral. That's a loose ball. That's a live ball. The Titans let it go out of bounds. That's a mental mistake right there. We'll chalk it up to week 1. But that's a live ball. And it's up for the takings. There was nothing but green field ahead of him. Valaguerra, another shuffle pass, that one forward and incomplete. Pretty sloppy. I mean, you know, the Mustangs right now are kind of in a run out the clock situation. I don't know why they're even passing the ball. You want the clock to roll down. You're up 2 scores. Late 4th quarter. These 2 half-hearted kind of shuffle passes, I'm not sure the point in it, quite frankly. 3rd down and 15. Timeout Mustangs. Next weekend across the street at Bishop Conley, the Relay for Life of Greater Fall River. Another event that we are always proud to cover, particularly the opening ceremonies and the Survivor Lap. Very special event for sure. Palmyra Aguiar, Maria Torres, Christine Palmer, the 3 tri-chairs. These ladies are incredible, and their teams as well. So we will have coverage of that next Saturday as well. Our cameras will be there prior to live football again next Saturday night from right here at Durfee. The Titans will be home again next week against the Connecticut Panthers. 7:30 kickoff. But we'll be at Conley first to cover the Relay for Life of Greater Fall River. Valaguerra shooting it long and deep to the end zone. There is a flag on the field. That was a beautiful pass. Manning came away with it, but the flag back behind the line of scrimmage is going to negate it. A 10-yard penalty on the Mustangs. Back them up to the 39-yard line or 38-yard line, thereabouts. And now they're looking at a 25-yard field here on 3rd down. At least 25. Gosh, maybe even a little more. Long field. Put it that way. Yeah, I believe we got ourselves a 2-minute warning here at Mac Aldridge Field. Third down, 25. Valaguerra slingshots it. Incomplete. Actually, it's more like 27 or 28. So 4th and 27 here, we'll say.
Dropping back. Short pass, far side, lots of room to run. And a tackle made on 4th down across the 20. Good chunk of yards there, but not able to convert. The Titans will take over on downs at the, looks like the 18-yard line with under 2 minutes to go. Howard on the carry. Gain of about 2. Handoff didn't happen too smoothly. The Mustangs had some pressure there. Then he got free. Pick up a couple. Nave drops back, passing across in traffic. Pass is complete and good for a 1st down. Oh, and a late hit. And that was Jimenez. On the completion, moves the chains. 1st and 10. Inside the 30 here at the 32-yard line. Picked off. Down the field, no flags. And in for the touchdown. A pick 6. So Harris with the pick 6, and it's 18-0. A lot of taunting going on right now by the Mustangs. Third interception of the game for Nave. Mustangs go for 2. Dropped and wrapped up.
So no two-point conversion for the Mustangs. 0 for 3 in that category tonight. Butler and number 86 back deep to receive the kick. '86 wants it, falls, gets back up, and cuts back towards the sideline. And gets around one defender. And it's tackled from behind across the 40. A lot of jarring here late in the game. Oh, high snap. Nave is going to have to fall on it. It's a loss of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 18. Another high snap. Nave throws on the run, incomplete. Flag at the line. There was a flag, but it was picked up as the final whistle blows. An 18-0 victory for the Connecticut Mustangs over the Troy City Titans here. Week 1 football in the books for summer 2022. The Titans fall at home here on opening night via the shutout. Tough game. You know, the Titans definitely showed some signs of life offensively, but it was short-lived. A lot of drives getting stalled due to a couple big defensive plays or an incompletion or a penalty. You know, little things that as the season goes on, obviously you'd expect to get better. The Mustang, you know, you take that pick 6 away, a 12-0 game really. It was a close game that Mustangs had, you know, a couple better drives and a couple better passes, really. You know, and I think once the Titans get back to full strength, as Coach Comer was talking about, you know, get the receiving core back to full strength in particular, I think this team will definitely be much improved, you know, from tonight. And tonight was not a horrible performance. It was week 1. But you know, for the Titans, definitely, you know, they have some work to do here to bring you back inside the booth. We wrap it up here. Got a little chilly. Actually, we're into the 50s here for June 18th. Go figure, right? But a fun first week of football, and we're looking forward to bringing you more football as the summer goes on. Next week, of course, week 2, and it will be from right here at Durfee High School. So we thank you for tuning in here for week 1. Fans, remember, we live stream right here on our Facebook page, Fred TV Sports. So don't miss any live action. Be sure to like and follow us. We also archive to our YouTube channel for on-demand viewing of all of our games after the fact. So you can go there as well and subscribe if you'd like. Click the little bell so you get some notifications when we upload new content. Final score one last time. The Connecticut Mustangs 18, the Troy City Titans 0. For our cameraman this evening, David Montero, I'm Evan Massoud. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, and we will see you back here next Saturday night for week 2.